Hello, wealthy family, and welcome to today's video. Thank you so much for coming and sharing some time with me. I love and appreciate you all. So did you all catch my interview today with Cosmic Mama Erica? We did a live stream at 11 o'clock talking about ancestors, connecting with them, healing certain traumas. At the end, I did a little ancestor reading, so go check that out. I'll make sure that I put the link in the description below this video, okay? So today I wanted to talk about entertainment, right? Just, you know, the things to numb our mind. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being entertained, right? The reason why I'm wanting to talk about this is because somehow in my dealings, I saw on Google, it pulled up the 100 most asked questions of Google. And I'm like, you hear my dog? I was like, how did they get on this? But you know what the number one question that was asked on Google? What to watch. And I'm admit, you know, I've asked Google this before, like, what should I watch? What should I see? What can I put on to kind of numb my mind, take my worries away, put me in some sort of bliss and sort of happiness? What can I do to pass the time? And a lot of times the recommendations be trash, because of course Google is going to recommend things that, you know, not beneficial things. It's not going to tell you go watch this documentary, right? It's not going to tell you about look at all these corporations that's doing this BS. It's not going to tell you to go watch the movie about the Anunnaki or anything. It's not going to tell you that. It's not going to tell you to watch that. It's going to tell you to look at this serial killer documentary. Like, why do you want to do that? But being entertained, the art of entertainment, it comes from people's gifts. It comes from people's imagination. So there will always be a space for that. And again, there's nothing wrong with being entertained, but for that to be at the forethought of everyone's mind, it shows how much we're lacking joy and how much we're lacking things that are moving us to the point where we now just want to sit down in front of our TV, click it on, and numb our minds, drown everything else out, forget about the worries of the days, the worries of tomorrows, the worries of last night, you know, maybe even trying to drown out what we're experiencing in our home, right? You may come home from work. You could like your job or hate your job, right? And you're coming home and you're wanting to rest and relax, but your family doesn't get along, or you're coming to an empty home and now you're feeling lonely. You could have horrible hygiene tendencies and it's making you depressed, right? Your home can be so dirty and so filthy where you just want to escape from that space. I know people like that, right? You would not know. You could look at them, they'll post pictures online, right? They'll have one little section of their house, right, that's decent or clean, or they'll make sure that they never catch the floor or anything. But when you look around, their shit is a mess. Now, I'm not saying I'm the most cleanest person, but y'all seen, well, not a lot because I try not to, but you know, if you follow me on IG, especially if you follow my husband, he doesn't care. You know, you'll see the inside of my homes. I'm not the cleanest person, but I am a germaphobe. So, you know, no shoes. I sweep multiple times a day. I'm mopping. You know, I try to make sure kitchen stays clean when my son gets on his job. I clean the bathroom often. You know, I may have toys everywhere. I may have a basket of laundry I need to put away. But, you know, it's not a mess. But it's not to a space where I feel like I have to drown this out. But there's a lot of people that go through that. They're may have roommates or family members that just don't like to clean up. They may not have been taught how to clean up, and they're like, this, you know, is normal, or they may know, it could be that they feel it's normal and they're complacent, or they feel that it's not normal and it bothers them because they're letting it go on and on and on, and they could be questioning themselves, what is wrong with me? Why can't I do better than this? Why can't I straighten up? Why can't I clean up? Why can't I cook? Why can't I feel happy? Why can't I feel joy? And instead of tackling those hard-on things, they just click on the entertainment, right? There's always a time and place for everything. So again, there's nothing wrong with partying, having fun, being active, going to sporting events, watching sporting events. There's nothing wrong with that, but that should not be the number one concern. That should not be the number one asked thing. That should not be something that we immediately want to click on and tune out and numb our mind to. There's so many things out here for us to explore and see. And even if you are choosing to watch TV or watch something for entertainment, don't let it be no BS. Right? For a very long time, I would, be like, I don't want to watch a documentary. And be like, let's watch a documentary. I was like, I'm not trying to watch no documentary. He loves to watch a History Channel. I'm not trying to watch that boring shit, right? But it was boring because I didn't see the value in it. Once I started seeing the value in things, I will click on a History Channel. I will watch the Weather Channel, right? I will look at different things because I'm looking at it from a different perspective and not just for something to make me laugh, right? Because I'm lacking joy, because I'm lacking happiness, I'm lacking peace. Basically, what I'm saying is, don't laugh yourself to destruction. Don't nullify your mind and your mental faculties to oblivion. Don't just close your eyes and pull the wool over your eyes and over your head and dismiss everything else that's happening and going on because you don't want to deal with it because it's too hard. It's never going to get easier if you don't face it head on. You got to face these things head on. There's so much things that are happening out here in this world, and a lot of us are allowing ourselves to be so distracted and pulled away and numb to it, where it's not going to look very good in the future for humans, right? I'm trying to make sure I frame my words correctly. But if a lot of us continue to put our head in the sand and be like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I just want to laugh. I just want to be mind numbed. I just want to be entertained. This is what I'm paying $300 for cable for, right? And we keep supporting this stupid rhetoric, before we look up, that's all that there's going to be. That's all there's going to be. It's just going to be mind-numbing droll, okay? Protest by turning off the TV. Protest by not subscribing to these things. Protest by not purchasing and buying these products, supporting these companies, right? So when these companies try to pull certain BS, when you pull your dollars and you say, I'm not going for it, they change their mind very quickly. I've seen it happen many a times. But it's only when the people unite and decide to say, no, enough is enough. Okay? So that's that. Again, there's nothing wrong with being entertained, but there's always a time and place. Try not to become oversaturated. There's a lot of oversaturating happening in this country. And a lot of people are going to be caught with their pants down in the coming years. So start practicing now. Start practicing doing better, tightening up on things, and enlightening yourself to certain circumstances. And you'll start to see a huge difference in your life. Okay? So that is that. That's all I have for you today, wealthy family. I love you guys. I appreciate you all. Make sure you go check out that interview. The link is below in the description. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.